So you shot Dead Community Guild,
Right.
and we're in post-production now.
We're post-production.
But there is something very, very, very cool
What's up?
that happened when we were in the middle of filming it.
When
You
I
were able to
yelled at
get,
you? Yeah.
huh?
When I yelled at you?
Well, that too, you know. But
Okay.
you were able to get
Yeah.
a legendary
Yeah.
Hollywood actor
Yeah, absolutely.
on the bill to do
Absolutely.
the movie. So,
Yeah.
how did that process even happen? Like, where did that just come out of left field? Just out of this randomly, or was it something
that's again
something that you specifically requested, or?
Well, yeah, I wanted Eric Roberts because I love Eric Roberts. I actually huge. I have like 5 favorite actors. Eric is in that 5 top list. Yeah, Eric
Nice.
Roberts is one of my ultimate favorite actors, and love his films, love his work. He's just an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Watched him as a kid, man. You know, like in the cool movie, great, fantastic films. And Eric just absolutely amazing actor. So if there was about 3 actors that I really wanted to work with, and Eric was definitely one of on top of the list. And that what's crazy is that because, again, going back to Michael Rodriguez, okay, who also co-produced the film. So do you. Yeah, you co-produced it too.
Yeah.
But so Michael worked. Okay, here's how this happened. This is really interesting because me and Michael talked about like it'd be cool to work with. I was like, it'd be cool to work with Eric Roberts, also like Lance Henriksen, you know, and all of a sudden we're talking about this. Malcolm McDowell. We talk about this cool actors that I love, and he loves them too. So we're just talking about it, and he, actually Michael worked with a lot of big actors before, and he's always like getting some big actors in his movies. And what I did, and okay, let's go back from the top because I will skip something. So Michael was gonna make a movie with Eric Roberts. Basically, there was some kind of a big project that was gonna happen, and because of COVID again, it just didn't happen. Okay, something got, it's deals, man. It's like a lot of stuff you have to work on. So it was going to happen, but didn't happen. So Michael already knew Eric Roberts' agent because of that project. You know what I'm talking about. And then since that didn't work out, I was like, well, I'd like to. I told Michael, I was like, would this be so cool? Oh, the cat, your cat.
Yeah, the cat. Yeah.
That's funny. Special effects and
yeah.
But I was gonna say, and I told Michael, I was like, would it be possible, since you kind of know Eric Roberts' agent? I would love to get Eric Roberts in a film. I know it's going to be hard, but is there a possibility? Michael said, yeah, I can contact his agent. I will set you up with his agent, and you make a deal and see what happens. So he sets me up with the agent, because Michael does that. Michael helps all the filmmakers, man. That's how Michael is, and he sets me up with the agent. Then we start in this back and forth, email contacting. So of course the agent wants the script. The agent wants to know what's the movie about, to give it to Eric. So agent gets the scene, okay, not the script, the scene, and gives it to Eric. And Eric and his wife, they read the script, and they like Eric likes the script, and then agent asks for the full script. Now they want to know the story, which makes sense. Be the same way, be like, what's the movie about? You got the scene. So he gets, I send the agent the full script. He gives it to Eric. Eric really likes the script, and then next thing I know, they saying, okay, we're gonna be on board. Just let us know. Let's get the times and when. So that's how it happened, man. It was pretty amazing. I had no idea what happened. I trusted Michael, and Michael said, "Yeah, it will happen. You just got to make sure you convince them. And he's like, your script is good. There's, so that was amazing. I still can't believe it sometimes. I have Eric Roberts in the film, but this is cool. Yeah, absolutely. I love Eric Roberts.
I learned recently that Eric Roberts was the first, or like actually the first choice. For Tarantino and Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
And
absolutely, yeah.
And he couldn't get him.
Yeah.
Like Eric was unavailable. So how does it feel being able to pull off something that even Tarantino couldn't do?
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Eric was the choice for the character that who later was played in film was played by, what's his name?
Was it Eric Stoltz?
Eric Stoltz. Yeah. That's right. That's correct. It was he wanted Eric Roberts. Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I just love Eric Roberts, man. He's an amazing actor. Working with Eric was just like, wow. It's almost like I learned a lot, dude. Like, you working with such a professional actor, it'd be like, wow, I'm just like rolling the camera, action Eric, and Eric just does every take is fantastic. It's pretty amazing.
And that's what I've seen him in a ton of movies and stuff like that. And I'm so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It took me until you had him in your, in that community guild for me to even put the two and two together that he and Julia Roberts are brother and sister.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And his daughter is actress. Yeah. I mean, the whole family is really, really talented. Yeah, absolutely. Eric Roberts is a legend, man. Yeah, God, amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
So what was it like working with him? I mean, people always say never meet your heroes, right?
Yeah.
But what was this kind of that? I mean, was it?
No, that was like opposite. That I was actually even like I always respect and like, but this is even more now because he's such a super nice guy.
Really?
You usually, and you're right. There's a lot of actors you meet and be like, okay, well, that's not what I want. With Eric, it's opposite. It's like, wow, super nice guy, man. So he's like, next project you want to do, just call me, man.
Yeah,
like, that's cool.
Nice.
No, super nice guy. We talk. What I love about this whole experience too, not just filming, but meeting Eric was cool because between takes, what we're gonna do, and me and Eric would just talk about. I'll be like, I love what you did with that film and this, and we talk, and he tells me the stories. Behind the scenes stories of my favorite movies with Eric Roberts that you would not read anywhere. Like, there's some stuff he told me that normally it's not in press, like how the filming was done. Like I had no idea that Runaway Train, one of my favorite movies, was actually shot on the moving train, and Eric's like, yeah, it was weird because the train was moving most of the times and we filmed while the train moved. So that's super difficult to do.
I don't see how they did that because we tried filming in a moving car.
Yeah, it's always,
and the audio was
but you got
horrendous, because you get the
but we are low budget. We're independent. This is like Hollywood. This is MGM Studios, dude. They it's millions of dollars. This is millions, So that's a big. This is a huge budget movie. So anyways, and but yeah, man, just talking to Eric about the movies that I love with him and his acting. His performances, and he just like give me this cool stories. Oh yeah, this we did this way and that way. I was like, that was really cool. That was awesome, dude. That was really that's really memorable to me. I will remember that because, like I said, just talking to Eric, just like normal talk, and then you just learn so much cool things like from movies like Runaway Train. He told me some cool things about Nature of the Beast, which I love. It's actually Eric and Lance Henriksen together. Man, they're just like so much cool stories behind the scenes that you no, so to answer your question, dude, fantastic person, dude. He is like the coolest guy you're gonna meet. Now he's really super cool. He's an awesome guy. Yeah, for sure.
And you actually went to L.A. or California.
California, yeah, because I always say like people think L.A. immediately, and what it is we filmed. Okay, so where we filmed is Michael. Okay, Michael is in Fresno, California.
Mm-hmm.
Eric is in Hollywood, in L.A. So Eric is in LA, and then what we could have filmed in LA, we could have filmed in Fresno, but Michael, okay, let me tell you something about locations in California. It's not like here. I mean, we're talking about very, very crazy to find a location. I mean, there's locations, but we're talking, well, not just that,
money.
not just that. It's even like getting permission is a pain. It's a real pain. So locations are super difficult. So again, Michael set up some location that he knew with some people. It was in between LA and Fresno. So Eric had to actually they drove Eric for about 3 hours to the location. And we probably had to drive about a few hours to the location. It was like, we're trying to make sure it's like in between, you know? And yeah, man, but it was, I keep forgetting what exact spot in California that was. But if I actually, again, we can post that later because if I go online and I'll exactly find out. But it was between LA and Fresno.
Okay.
So yeah, it was actually more like it was almost like some kind of like a, what is it, resort town? It was kind of like that. It was a really cool place, man. I've never been there before. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and what people will see here in a little bit in the trailer is it almost looks like it's kind of on the edge of some ranch or something like that.
Actually, and that was actually like a place where there was some business on that Mike knew about, like the people he knew, and that's why it was easier to make a deal with them as far as like the location wise. But he knew the people. This is a private area that Michael knew, the people he knew, and so what's beautiful about that spot? It's all mountains in the back, and just kind of like almost like a desert.
Yeah.
But what people don't know, because you don't see it in the film, the other side of it is highway, man. It's a highway. It's constant. It's like crazy. I was worried about the sound because you get a car passing by left and right, and you have a performer, the actress. You're afraid to get that sounds, of the cars. You always like worry about that because and technically it would be best if it was just like no cars, right? You get it. But we had a good sound guy, very good sound guy, also from Fresno, Raul. I'm sorry, don't remember the last name, but Raul is also Michael's sound guy. And the best part about it, he made sure. And I was like, man, just please make sure the sound is super. For me, the sound is as important as visual. You have to have both perfected. Otherwise, it had to be both great. And you know what? Luckily, the sound guy was super badass, and we got I shot it. I got the great film images, and he got the great sound. So even though we had cars going back and forward, and we had to stop, Eric be like, "Oh, car," and I'd be like, "Oh, car." We did even when there was cars sometimes passing by, we got the great sound, and so that. Yeah. But what you're not gonna see is that you see the beautiful mountains, beautiful desert, but what you're never gonna see in the movie is the other side is literally a highway. But then past that highway, there's more mountains, which is cool. Yeah, it was a pretty nice area. It was really nice. Good location.
Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, be sure to check out the full discussion right over here, and be sure to click like and subscribe for all future episodes with some awesome people. We'll see you around next time.